hello. How are we all doing today? I hope you're all doing well and riding safe out there. It's got a bit warmer today, isn't it? If you was up quite early this morning in southern England, it was quite cold. I thought it was winter again, you know. It was like 5 degrees out there. I thought, fucking hell, bit of a chilly one, isn't it? And as you can see, it's meant to rain all next week. Well, you can't see that's going to rain next week, but as you can see, the clouds are a little bit shite as well. But it's still relatively quite warm, you know. And me, I'm going to be riding through that rain, ain't I? Because I'm a real biker. Oh yeah. I ride a Triumph, which means I am a real biker. Innit? It's the same, innit, as when I had my 125 I was riding in the rain. Fuck me, a couple of years ago. The other year, I was riding around in my little 125, little Zen Taunus Mantis. As if you watch some of the other videos, you already know that, don't you? You already know that. I used to go everywhere with that thing for a good solid 2 years, every day. I had 2 accidents on that thing, and you know what? That held up pretty well. I know it was a bit bollocks, a little bit bollocksed after the second one, you know, I had to turn a little bit right for it to go straight, but it's still road, you know what I mean? And it was falling apart by the end of it, not gonna lie, but I still went everywhere that I needed to go. I used to ride to my riding lessons before I even passed my test, because I was still on a CBT, you know, on a CBT 125 for a solid three and a half years. And I went to my lessons, and it took me an hour to get there because I couldn't go the motorway, and it was quite a mission away. And it took me an hour to get back, you know, it was about 30 miles. I bet all you Americans are going, is that it? Because it takes days to get to the other side, doesn't it? My mate, he went over there in his RV kind of thing, and he travelled the States. He didn't go on a bike, although he's a real biker, but he decided he wanted to go in the RV, so, you know, spend the night in the RV and all that with his mates. And instead it took him, you know, it took him quite a while. And it's all it is just straight roads. Over here, you know, just turn here, turn there, round here, round there. But over there, it's all straight lines. And you're doing it for literally hours and hours before you even see the next state. So you're all thinking out there like, only an hour, is that it? Fucking English. Don't know what travelling is, do ya? But I was on that bike all the time, every day. I used to come this way all the time on that 125 to work and back. I used to go everywhere with that. That was my only mode of transport. So, as the video suggests, what makes a real biker? Me being on a 125, it's not even past my test, still on a CBT. Am I not a real biker? Am I not a real biker because I'm not on a big boy license, big boy bike like I am now? Well, I'm only on an A2, but you get my point. Just because I'm not riding a big 900 Triumph, or I'm not on a Harley. I'm not a real biker because I'm on a little 125, even though I went everywhere with it, through the rain, through icy weather. Obviously I'm not that stupid, I didn't go in the snow, but it was pretty icy outside at some point, you know what I mean, during the winter. I used to ride all year, all the time, every day to get to work. I'm just leaving up to you to decide, and obviously I'll ask a bunch of questions, see what you lot think of it, see what you think of it, mate. But I'll give my final thoughts on what I think is a real biker at the end of the video. So a learner, you know, he rides it every day through the piss and rain, this, that and the other, and he got someone with a full license. He's done a lot, he spent more money, he spent the money and all that and the time to get that real license so he can ride a big bike. Is he like any more of a biker than the learner? Well, it's all up for debate really, isn't it? Does the law now allow him to be the real biker? Is it the law we're letting choose who's a real biker and what's not? Because obviously it's by law, to ride a bigger bike you need to do the test, which is, you know, understandable. You need to be shown how to ride a bike. But is that really saying, oh, he's a real biker, he's not a real biker? You see what I'm trying to say? We're leaving it up to the law of the land to determine who's a real biker at that point, isn't we? Yeah, I understand, like again, it's quite a controversial topic, because I do understand if you've done the licence and that to ride that bigger bike, but then is it about CC, how big the bike is? Is it? Over a certain CC, are you now a real biker? It's like the story I just told you, me riding in the rain, you know, versus a fair weather rider. Does that make me a real biker, and that guy who rides in the fair weather in the fair weather not a real biker because I'm riding in the rain, you know, really cold weather? Just because, you know, he doesn't want to get wet or cold, he wants to like ride for comfort, freedom, and to enjoy himself? Or does he have to suffer miserably in the rain for him to be a real biker? It's like, does he have to freeze to death to make himself a real biker? You know, because I could be, you know, me, I'm that sort of geezer that rides all year round through the rain, through cold weather and stuff, you know, freezing temperatures. But then the guy who rides in fair weather, he goes and races around on sport bikes, on tracks and stuff. Who's a real biker? Me or my little 125 riding in the rain, cold, and then the guy goes around the tracks, you know, he's professional at it. Because he doesn't want to ride in the rain, does that not make him a real biker? And it's like my mate, you've seen him on a video before, on the speed triple. You know, he rides his car, he drives his car more than he uses his bike, but he's still got a bike. And you know what, he's gone to other countries, I haven't. Does mileage matter then? You know, because I do, you know, 25 miles a day or whatever it is, 100 and something miles per week. But then he puts that, you know, puts hundreds of miles on in that trip that he does, or every now and then in the nice weather. This is what I mean, he's a fair weather rider. He doesn't have to ride in the rain just to be a real biker. Does that not make him a real biker because he only likes going out in nice sunny weather? It's like he went to Brussels, Bruges, over in Belgium to do that, the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride, didn't he? If you've been around here a while, you know, if you watched the end of my videos, if your attention span's good, you'd see what I was on about. Or if you watched the right video, that is. Again, does mileage matter then? Because I'm doing more miles than him, that makes me more of a biker than him? Is he not a real biker because he doesn't ride every single day? What if he wants to do, you know, he just does it for pleasure? And instead of going to work and back every day like I do, maybe he just wants to do it so that he doesn't have work on his mind. Because biking is very therapeutic. He wants to save it for days where he's like, yeah, I really fancy a ride today. Is he not a real biker because he's not riding every day? But you see where I'm trying to go with this. It's quite a topic you can keep going on and on and on. Like, yeah, he only rides in fair weather, but his bike's bigger than mine in engine size. Who's the real biker? You know, he doesn't ride every day, but he's got a bigger bike. He's got a bigger engine cc. When I was on my 125, it was the exact same. He didn't want to ride in weather, wet weather and cold weather like I did, but he's got a bigger bike. Like, you can go on and on and on about this sort of stuff. You know what I mean? With learner versus, you know, full license, my opinion is you're both fucking real bikers because you're riding bikes. You know, you're riding motorbikes. It's like my old video, like, are learners considered motorcyclists? Of course they are. They're riding a fucking motorcycle. Yeah, you know, I feel like there is different levels, quotation mark, different levels of experience. I don't mean to level you lot kind of thing, you know, but you see what I'm saying. There's different levels of experiences. It's like we're not all equal on being real bikers, but we all still are real bikers. Like, experience, you know what I mean? I'm better at riding in the rain than my mate, but then he might be better on long distance journeys or whatever, you know. It's one of these things. It's like when I was on my 125, he was better at handling a bigger bike than I was, because he's got the experience to do that. Well, I had more experience riding in the rain and the cold. With like rain and cold riding, that just shows you got more endurance or whatever. you could put up with it for more. But then again, if he was caught in the rain, he wouldn't, you know, moan about it. We got caught in the rain before, he didn't really moan about it. He doesn't like it, but like, don't force yourself to ride in the rain just to be a real biker. Don't risk slipping on black ice in, you know, the really freezing temperatures. Don't risk slipping on black ice and breaking bones or getting yourself hurt and destroying your bike just to prove you're a real biker. And you're all real bikers regardless. You're like, you know what I mean? Don't go out your way to prove to anyone, oh, I'm a real biker. Like, don't have this attitude, mate. Just don't put yourself in danger. I ride all year round, every day, is because it's my only mode of transport. But if you've got a car, fucking use the car. Be sensible about it, you know? And with the mileage thing, it's just, that means you've got more experience. If he's done more miles, he's probably better off riding on the right hand side, because obviously he's Belgium, rides on the right hand side. He's probably got more experience doing that than I have, even though I ride every day when he doesn't. You see what I'm saying? We're both real bikers, quotation mark. We're both bikers, but we've got different experiences in different aspects, different sides of the fence, if that makes sense. It's like everyone's got their own opinion on what a real bike is. Like, they're all real bikes, it's just your opinion on what you like and what you don't like. He doesn't like riding in the rain. I mean, I don't like riding in the rain, but I probably can endure it more than he can. I really have no choice in the matter. I've got to get to work. I wouldn't choose to ride in the rain. I mean, if I got caught in the rain, then fair enough, you know what I mean? Like, I'm suited and booted for it. I've got my waterproofs. Rain doesn't really bother me. It's when you get home and you're all wet. That's what I don't like. Riding in it, it's not a problem. It's when you get to the other side and your boots are soaked. You're absolutely drenched. You got to get all this, walk through your house, tread mud all up your floor. That's my own choice. It's like it's his own choice to ride in fair weather. You know what I mean? I'm a fair weather rider because I prefer to ride in the fair weather. If I have to ride in the rain, then I have to ride in the rain. Like, it doesn't make me more of a biker than him. It's another thing, like, people have this stereotype of, you know, oh, a real biker has to look like this, he has to have a big fuck off beard, he has to wear leather. That could be any more further from the truth than reality. Like, as long as you're wearing protective gear, I couldn't give a fuck what you wear, you know? Like, you don't have to have a fucking big grizzly beard, long hair, you don't have to be a rock and roller, anything like that to be a real biker. Like, a biker is someone who rides a motorcycle. It's like, this is a very, very twisty subject. It's like, does someone who rides an electric bike a real biker? I mean, me, I'll just speak my honest truth. I don't know, to be honest with you, because a biker rides a motorcycle, right? It's like, would you call a cyclist a biker? Like a motorbiker? You know what I'm saying? Like, cause it's not got an engine. Like, that's the whole point of a motorbike, isn't it? Like, if you ride an electric bike, that's you, innit? Like I said, everyone's got their own opinion. If you think you're a real biker, you can be a real biker. I guess you are, aren't you? Because you're on a bike and you're a biker. But then me, I don't personally like electric vehicles, to be honest. I prefer motors. Don't start me on about this, trying to get every vehicle electric bullshit. I'm not going to get into that in this video. That's not what the video is about, Wolfey. Don't do it. Don't talk about that. None of that. Oh, it's always that same bit in it. It's always that same bit. Thank you, darling. Don't pull out on me. That bus might crush me between them tyres. But yeah, a real biker rides a motorbike, you know. He sits on a two-wheeled death machine with a tank with flammable liquid in it. Right, I'm sat here editing in Wolfey's den, if you want to call it, whatever you want to call it. And I said about two wheels. Yeah, wait, hang on. Don't hit me in the fucking head, will you? Fuck off. Yeah, I said two wheels there. Obviously we've got trikes, haven't we? That's three wheels. So, do we count trikes as real bikes? In my opinion, yeah.
because obviously you got all these older people that have lost their grip, unfortunately, you know, and they can't keep the two wheels up, so they get the trike to you know, enjoy the open air and stuff still, you know what I mean? To still be a biker, if you want to call it like that. It's like, are we not now going to say that trikers, people that ride trikes, aren't real bikers because they're no longer on two wheels? Like, I'll leave that up to you to decide. Everyone's got their own opinion, but in my opinion, yeah, they are still real bikers, you know what I mean? So yeah, back to the video.
And when he comes off, he recovers and gets straight back on. Because obviously if you pack up riding motorcycle, you're not no longer a biker, are you? A biker is someone who rides motorcycles. Regardless of what you ride, what you wear, what you look like, bottom line is, a biker rides a motorcycle. Regardless of what CC it is, if you ride in the rain, if you ride in cold weather, just because you don't want to ride in shitty weather doesn't make you any less of a biker than anyone else. You know, it's just that you got a different experience and a different skill level than the other bloke, you know what I mean? Or woman, or lady, beautiful ladies, oh yeah. So that's it. Equally, if you're riding a motorcycle, equally we're all riders. It's just that we've got different skill levels, if you like. I don't mean to level anyone, but it's just how it is, you know what I mean? Again, we've all been on 125s. We all start from level 1 and we eventually level up, you know what I mean? But of course, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you like level up by riding in fucking black ice and shitty weather. Like, no, that's not what I'm saying at all. If you have no choice, well, don't ride in black ice, please, and snowy weather. Be smart about it. Don't try and prove yourself by riding in icy weather and rain and shit like that. That's my own choice. Well, it's not my own choice. It's something that I have to do in order to get to work. Again, I wouldn't choose to ride in the rain if I didn't have to. But yeah, that's really it. My final thoughts. This is what we got to watch out. Watch ahead, folks. Watch ahead. Got to be prepared to stop if she was to pull out, which I was practically nearly stopped anyway, just in case. It's like that guy on the push bike. Is he a real biker? I feel like the bike has to have an engine for that kind of torque, if you know what I mean. I feel like it has to have an engine to be a motorcyclist, biker, you know what I mean. But that's my opinion. Everyone's got their own opinion, like I said. But yeah, any of you real bikers out there, you are all welcome to join our Discord server, aren't ya? If you didn't know, if you haven't watched any of my other videos, if this is your first time watching a video, I'm trying to build a community of real bikers. Real bikers, you ride anything you like, mate. Look like whatever you like. As long as you're wearing the appropriate gear that could potentially save your life, I don't care what you wear. You don't have to wear leather or anything like that. Don't worry about that. It's just what I like. I like leather jackets, so I wear a leather jacket because that's what I like. You wear whatever you like. But yeah, you're all welcome now. I'm trying to build a community, share different experiences, give each other riding tips on how to become better riders, spread useful information to people that need that information, you know, that sort of stuff. Like I said before, I didn't like Discord, to be honest. Didn't really care too much about it, but when I wanted to build this community of bikers, real bikers, even scooterists, if you want to call them that, they're real motorcyclists. Fuck all the haters. But yeah, I thought it would be the best way to go in order to build that community, because YouTube, it's got its limitations, you know. Like, you can comment and all that sort of stuff, but it brings us closer together on the Discord server. So yeah, if you're interested, link it down in the description. Link is down in the description. Talk English, Wolfey. Talk fucking English. So yeah, you all have a good day. You all carry on riding safe, wear that appropriate gear, carry on being a real biker regardless what CC bike you on, what weather you ride in, and all this bullshit. You know, keep your head on a swivel, keep your rubber side down and your shiny side up. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video. Ta-da!